Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh begins his official visit to Laos from January 11 to 12. This is his first visit to the country on the capacity as Vietnamese Premier. The Vietnamese Prime Minister, considered the first foreign leader to visit Laos since Prime Minister of the Lao PDR, Sonsai Siphandon, was elected. In response to an invitation by Prime Minister of the Lao People's Democratic Republic Sonsai Siphandon, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh and a high-ranking Vietnamese delegation touched down at Wat Thai International Airport, Vientiane Chăn on January 11, starting their two-day visit to Laos. Upon his arrival, the Vietnamese Premier was welcomed by Mr. Alun Sai Sunalat, Minister to the Prime Minister's Office and Head of the Prime Minister's Office, Deputy Foreign Minister Posai Khai Kampitun, Lao Ambassador to Vietnam Sang Phet Hum Bun Yuong, Vietnamese Ambassador to Laos Nguyen Ba Hung, and Lao and Vietnamese community living in Laos. The visit of Mr. Pham Minh Chinh is his first visit to Laos on the capacity as Vietnamese Prime Minister, who is also be the very first foreign leader visiting Laos since Siphandon was elected. Right after his arrival in Vientiane Chăn, the Vietnamese Prime Minister laid a wreath at the Unknown Soldier Monument in Vientiane Chăn. The wreath laying was to salute, pay respect, and extend gratitude to the brave fighting spirit of the Lao ancestors and revolutionary fighters who sacrificed their lives and blood for the revolutionary task under the leadership of the party. The fighting of these revolutionary leaders ended in great victory and resulted in the national liberation and the formation of the Lao People's Democratic Republic on December 2, 1975. Prime Minister Sonsai Siphandon hosted an official welcome ceremony for his visiting Vietnamese counterpart Pham Minh Chinh in Vientiane Chăn on January 11th morning. Prime Minister Sonsai Siphandon welcomed his Vietnamese counterpart, during which the two premiers will co-chair the 45th meeting of the Vietnam-Laos Intergovernmental Committee. Prime Minister Sonsai Siphandon invites Prime Minister Chinh to step on the podium while military bands play the national anthems of Laos and Vietnam. The two leaders pose for a group photo. This is the first official visit to the neighboring country by Prime Minister Chinh and his first overseas trip this year. Prime Minister Chinh is also the first foreign leader to visit Laos since Laos Prime Minister Sonsai Siphandon took office. Lao Prime Minister Sonsai Siphandon and his Vietnamese counterpart Pham Minh Chinh hold talks immediately after the welcome ceremony. Both sides discussed a score of measures to step up political, diplomatic, and national defense security cooperation and effectively implement legal documents related to border and overseas Vietnamese and Lao affairs. After the bilateral meeting, the Prime Ministers of Laos and Vietnam attended to witness the signing of 10 cooperation documents, namely 1. Memorandum of Understanding on the creation of a mechanism for economic diplomacy between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Lao PDR and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. 2. Memorandum of Understanding on bilateral research and training programs for diplomats and foreign ministry staff between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Lao PDR and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. 3. Convention on Mutual Legal Assistance in Civil Matters between the Lao PDR and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. 4. Agreement between the governments of the Lao PDR and the governments of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam on digital partnership. 5. Protocol on cooperation in construction between the government of the Lao PDR and the government of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. 6. 2023 Cooperation Plan between the Ministry of Education and Sports of the Lao PDR and the Ministry of Education and Construction, the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. 7. MOU between the Ministry of Health of the Lao PDR and the Ministry of Health of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. 8. Memorandum on the establishment of friendly relations between Champasak Province of the Lao PDR and Viet Chi Province of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. 9. MOU on cooperation in financial innovation and payment systems between the Bank of the Lao PDR and the State Bank of Vietnam. And 10. MOU between the Ministry of Public Works and Transport of the Lao PDR and the Ministry of Communication and Transport of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam on comprehensive cooperation in the fields of transportation and water transportation. Prime Minister Ching's visit demonstrates the importance and the highest priority the Vietnamese party and state give to consolidating and enhancing the great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between Laos and Vietnam.